Hey darlings, my name's Emily Barnard. Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd start talking about a few of the different types of makeup brushes that are around and what you can use them for. So I'm going to do this as a series. It'll be a series of short videos and I'm going to go in with eye brushes first. So a good eye brush should be something that's not scratchy, depending on whether you are vegan or prefer a cruelty-free sort of brand of brush will depend as to what I would recommend for you. I generally have a lot of synthetic brushes in my kit because there's a lot of my clients that have got animal allergies or choose to live a vegan and cruelty-free lifestyle. And I personally am quite sensitive, so I tend to go for the synthetic brushes over animal hair brushes just because I know that my skin won't react to it. We've discovered in the last couple of years that I've got an allergy to dogs, but because I'd never had one before, I never had sort of any reason to kind of suspect that. So for that reason, I tend to go for synthetic brushes over animal hair brushes. So starting with the eye brushes today, I'm going to go in with your eyeshadow brushes first. Now, you don't need a lot of brushes to be able to kind of do a really nice eye makeup. All you really need is 4 or 5 different types of brushes. I've got varying different shapes in this lot and I'll tell you a little bit about each of them. So the first one that I'm going to show you is one by Fearless Cosmetics. This one is like a dense packing sort of eyeshadow brush. I tend to like to use these for shimmers and for getting nice coverage of that shimmer over the eyelid. So you can see through here, I've used one of these brushes to pack in the shimmer. I've got a Fizzart Rose Edit and the Rose Edit and the Petite Pro 3 on my eyes today with a little bit of a sienna colour by Ingot as well. So yeah, something like this, it'll pack in any sort of shimmery shadows as well as any pigments. So if you want them to adhere to the base and not go everywhere and not go into your nicely blended matte crease, then something like this is what you need. Fearless Cosmetics have a number of different things that you can get, and I also have another recommendation from them as well, which is their fluffy blending brush. So I quite often will use this for doing the sort of placement for my crease, and I'll go into my crease shade and just blend it out to get the shape of my eyeshadow. And it also blends that flawlessly as you go through. If you think that you're looking a little bit patchy, you can always go in with a little bit more eyeshadow or just blend it out a little bit more. But something like that is really good. So this is one sort of style of shape that you can have for that sort of brush. And this one's another one. This one's by Pat McGrath. So similar sort of thing. It's a fluffy brush again. It does the work for you. A good fluffy brush will do the blending for you, so you don't have to work as hard to get a nice eye look. So keep that in mind. You want it to be soft and not scratchy, and you want it to be able to pick up your shadow without it getting too much kickback, and you also don't want it to be too soft. You kind of want a nice combination between the bristles being soft but firm enough that you will get a nice blend. And then the other thing that I recommend that you have, and there is varying different variations of it, is a pencil shaped brush. So this is a much smaller version. This one's by Royal & Langnickel. It's a BX100 from their Revolution range. As you can see, it's just a little pencil shape. So this is really good for popping pigment in along the lash line, along the bottom of your lash line, and getting a nice blend. Or if you want to put in some detail work, you can use either of these ones. This one's the BX95 by Royal & Langnickel. But again, so many different brush companies out there. It really depends on your preference, but you want something like this if you want to do a detailed shadow. I also would recommend, so I've got a couple of these now, the Morphe M506. This is a really small they call it a mini fluff crease brush, which is really good for blending out your smaller details. It's a little bit smaller in size than what the Fairless Cosmetic one is, as you can see. And this is if you want to go through and do something really detailed like a cut crease, and you're wanting to put a little bit of, say if you lay down your colour with like a pencil brush like so, and then you want to blend it out without sort of picking up any more pigment, something like this is perfect. And it's really good for getting that nice cut crease in there as well. Hope you found this informative. There's plenty of different brush companies that you can buy from. If you are looking for recommendations of places you can go, please feel free to leave me a message in the comments, and then I'll do up a full list of all the different places that you can buy different brushes from, and at a number of different price points as well. Thanks for watching. Bye.